the greatest wrestling match ever.
He's a moves guy.
It's basically Nitro.
The King of Lions.
2K!
Ready to learn the lyrics to King.
Main event Dewdrop.
Beat Okada.
Or Dave.
Perk Angle!
So when are we starting this podcast?
2 Marks Pod.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
Okay.
I tried to find Saturday night, but I guess there wasn't one.
That's great. Anyways, we're live, pal. This is 2 Marks Pod, the worst wrestling podcast you know. Maybe. I don't know! And, today, we're gonna watch, WCW Monday Nitro on the Peacock app. It says episode 18 in the corner, because it's episode 18 for us. But according to Peacock, it is season 2, episode 1. Because we are now in 1996.
I mean, you could call it season 2, episode 1 if you wanted to, you know.
Oh, I mean, I want to eventually see, like, a 3-digit number there.
True.
Just to feel good about myself. Like, hey, I made a podcast that made 100 episodes, even though, like...
Even though nobody's listening to the...
Woo! Shoutouts to the 1 or 2 people that exist.
There's like sometimes 20, right?
Sometimes it's so crazy. We had a like nobody listen. I need to put a Spotify thing by our logos in the bottom left corner on the YouTube version, because nobody listens to us on Spotify hardly. But we just had a video not too long ago that was like 400 something views, which is like huge for us, considering the very next video was like 7 views.
So here's the thing. Spotify doesn't really recommend you podcasts.
You say that, but like I've seen like the analytics where it's like, oh, so-and-so, like so many, like 10,000 people have been like, have seen it on their like front page or whatever. Something like that. Which of course is just, you know, how many podcasts can you like fucking scroll past and not even realize that you are, you know what I mean?
That's also true.
Looking for the one specific one that you're looking for.
YouTube has like this system where they recommend shit that they think you would like. So, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It works.
Oh, hey, I need to probably fix this real fast. Hey, Alexa? Mute volume. I hope that worked. I assume that's a command that she recognizes.
As long as it heard you, it should, yeah.
I mean, you never know. Sometimes it's just like they don't know the terminology that you're trying to... You have to be very specific in how you talk to it. Sometimes. I also have an older model. But we got it for free.
Anything important happen in the wrestling world? We're live, right?
We are live. We're live. Let's get started before we go into the wrestling world. How about that?
That's true. We could just like start the episode. So
yeah, that's true. So let's do that. I'm all zeroed out. Oh boy, it's fast forwarding. I'm screwing everything up. No, I fixed it. Okay, cool. So yeah, once again, just to reiterate, on Peacock, we're watching WCW Monday Nitro, Season 2, Episode 1. It aired on January 1st. Happy New Year, 1996, which is a big year for them. As far as I know, this is where they explode. We get into the summer, NWO, big money. They finally turn a profit at some point, maybe, I don't know. In the description, it reads Hulk Hogan versus Ric Flair and Randy Savage versus Arn Anderson. That second one sounds pretty fun, actually. I'm all zeroed out. Are you good to go?
Longer than 10 minutes, so...
well, spoilers, but yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
I also didn't expect anything less than on Nitro.
Yeah, I mean, TV is pretty...
Yeah, it's TV.
They got a formula.
And
I'm zeroed out.
They only had an hour TV show at the time. Or is it an hour and a half? Because, like, 58 minutes. There's no way they only had 8 minutes of ads.
Good point, yeah.
But did they have 38 minutes of ads? I'm fucking confused.
I don't know, man.
Maybe they only had 8 minutes of ads.
It may have only had 8 minutes of ads. TV was a different beast back then.
Yeah? I mean, there are more commercials now than there used to be. Also,
For
wrestling was
sure.
struggling to get advertisers. Anyways, we're zeroed out. I'm gonna do a countdown. You know what it sounds like. We all know what it sounds like. Here we go. Nope.
Like,
Something like that. Yeah. Don't fucking confuse the people. So here it comes. 3, 2, 1.
yeah.
Ooh, here we're gonna play that sick ass intro.
The sweet intro with the buildings exploding and Luger screaming "Rawr!"
Yeah, I actually think we probably shouldn't play it, but you know, nobody's listening.
Rawr!
Hey, if we get big enough to get a cease and desist from the Fed, that would be
Get that framed if that happened.
oh my god, yeah.
'Cause that would mean that they know of you.
These two fucking marks. Man, I tell you, I think I've said it like 2 or 3 times now, but I love the flashing lights that they use with the logo.
Yeah, it's cool.
They also always had better pyro than the Fed, too, in this era.
At this time, probably, yeah. Safe statement. Billionaire Ted's money, man. They had trusses everywhere. They had lights and trusses around the announce
We
table.
love lights and trusses. We love that. Oh my god. Look at Mongo's dog. Pepe.
Patriotic as F.
On January 1st, the, something. Did Bobby just give the bird to the mic? Am I crazy, or did he just flip off the mic?
Noticed that? I was staring at a dog.
I could be crazy.
Would not be surprised, though. Bobby does a lot of weird stuff.
I mean, just seeing what he can get away with, I guess.
Yeah, it's like his gimmick is just to do stuff in the background.
Man, what is that he has on his neck? A little neck piece there. They are also dressed very nicely.
Yeah, they
Like,
are.
nicer than normal. What is the occasion here, I'm wondering? Just New Year's?
Like Mongo's jacket. That's like a tuxedo jacket, it looks like.
Something.
So yeah, they're very dapper.
Anyways,
Anyway,
yeah, what
right?
I was gonna say.
Arn Anderson is the first match on the card.
What was it?
Savage and Anderson is the first match on the card, but I guess we're about to find that out now.
Yep.
Waited so long to say it.
Here comes Arn Anderson with that sweet ass music that I will not be playing on the podcast, but I do love it.
Or
Yes.
I think WWE still sells these shirts, this design. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I think Adam Page might have had a parody of it. Not a parody, but like an homage shirt to it.
Yeah.
A couple years ago that I really liked. Or at least it reminded me of it.
I mean, that sounds like the Elite.
Well, I mean, it has a horse on it.
Yeah.
That's...
No, I'm not. Like, that sounds about right. And it seems like it would sell really good. So, like, I'm not.
I mean, I wanted to buy it, and if I wasn't broke, I would have bought it. God damn, look at that fucking hat and jacket with the Macho Man.
You damn right. You
Oh.
motherfucker.
He's coming after Arn Anderson, who cost him the world title at Starrcade. How many days would it have been now? Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days ago. Hit him with the Glock.
It was last year, bro.
It was last year, you're right.
Yeah. Jesus. Oh, I thought that was Randy for a minute. I just seen the blur of color flying out, and I thought he was diving on him.
Yeah, man, Randy doing that tope suicida.
Oh, yeah. Tope con hilo, all that stuff.
Could you imagine? I mean, I don't think Savage doing a suicide dive is that crazy of a thought, actually.
Now I'm waiting for him to start throwing a couple super kicks. Super kick!
Hey!
Yeah.
Dig it. So what's going on with modern wrestling?
With modern wrestling?
Yeah, you asked me about the world of wrestling currently before we got started.
I was asking you to, because we normally talk about stuff
Yeah,
on the pod.
That's why I'm asking you.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay, so you wanted me to talk about modern wrestling.
I couldn't tell you. I
Okay.
hadn't been paying attention, honestly.
So-
I started scrolling X to look for stuff, and the first wrestling adjacent thing I found was Mandy Rose's.
Mandy Rose is what now? You got muted out there.
Booty cheeks.
Ah, booty cheeks.
That's the only wrestling thing I could really find, because I was just scrolling randomly. So.
Well,
And apparently Dijak walked through a door this morning.
man, you're cutting out pretty hard.
I don't know why.
Might want to try and leave and come back to the call. While Savage is just lit. I think he landed an elbow. I looked away for a second and then.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Well, on Monday, which by the way, this podcast is probably going to come out on Tuesday this week. You're probably listening to this on Tuesday, unless I made a miracle happen. Because once we're done recording today, I won't have time to edit. I have life going on. So, a week plus a day ago on Raw, Uncle Howdy interviewed Bo Dallas, and I thought it was really good stuff.
Oh yeah, that happened. Yeah, like they did stuff, right?
Yeah. It was like I don't know what I'm supposed to call her. Abigail Nikki Cross comes out and gives a VHS to Michael Cole, and then they play it a little bit later on the broadcast. And I thought the interview was really good. I thought it like they straight up went right into Bray Wyatt and Bo, how do you feel about how you lost your brother and all this stuff. I thought it did what it was trying to do very well, and I liked it a lot. Also, I think you sent this to me. Corny hated the Wyatt debut.
Did he?
I thought you sent it to me.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like
something. If you're gonna do a horror movie, just do a horror movie. This is wrestling.
Doesn't ring a bell to me.
Okay, well, I read that somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah, I was. It's kind of disappointing. I was hoping he'd be into it. But let's see here. What else is there? I don't know what happened on Tuesday, but I know somewhere along the week, NXT Superstar, Regal's kid. I'm blanking on it. Shut up! I don't remember his name. Charlie Dempsey. I just remembered. Charlie Dempsey showed up on Impact, so that's something. That would have been Thursday.
That was tapings. I don't know if that happened yet.
Oh, spoilers! If you don't keep up with that kind of thing, I'm sorry. Shit. Charlie, who's what is Steven Regal Jr. in the Impact Zone?
That's funny that you should mention Steven Regal, because the match after this one is Lord Steven Regal versus Chris Benoit.
Hey, that'll be nice and stiff.
Yeah. Apparently on Raw on this week's Monday, which I guess if this comes out on Tuesday will have already happened, Liv Morgan is defending the World Women's title against Zelina Vega. So there you go. I finally found something talk-worthy on Twitter. There you go.
Hey,
My contribution.
Your contribution. Good for Zelina? That's my comment on that.
That's her spot. She's just like we need a really good match for this champion. Throw in Zelina.
Did you see the tattoo she got recently?
What do you mean? Because I don't know.
She got a Gyarados on her leg.
I don't know if I saw that or not.
So in the social video, the initial artwork for the Gyarados has giant titties on it.
What?
Yeah. Like he takes the paper off her leg and it shows that the Gyarados has enormous titties, and Alistair Black, Mordecai Black,
whatever his name is.
Not Mordecai, Malachi Black. Fuck! I know this guy's name. Holy shit! Malachi Black is there, and he's
Mordecai.
like, it's got big titties or something, or why does it have big titties? Something like that. And then they redid it, and it had it was a really cool picture of a Gyarados. It's like basically on the whole side of her thigh.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
I'm gonna do some research on that. Nope.
Okay.
Sure haven't.
Oh, he did the fucking fake a punch into the DDT. Arn Anderson being awesome with that flesh-colored yarmulke. Oh, Savage got the leg on the ropes. What a wily veteran he is. Also, I don't know how, but the glowing mark eyes are actually working this week. Don't know why they weren't working last week, but now they work this week. So yay! I didn't have to do anything to fix it.
Congratulations.
Ah, the referee's down. Oh, Art's pulling the Glock out. Oh,
He's pulling his cock.
Savage has the Glock! Ah, Arn gets the Glock! And he puts it in his cock! Savage gets the win! And Arn gets his comeuppance.
Wouldn't you know?
Goodness.
They're pissed, too. They are pissed about it.
Mm-hmm. SmackDown, which real time was 2 days ago. The Bloodline put Paul Heyman through a table after he would not acknowledge Solo Sikoa. Have you seen the segment?
Yeah, I did see that actually.
It was really good. See how disheveled Paul was?
Yeah, he had like bloodshot eyes almost. It looked like.
I'm sure he was stoned because he knew he was going to take some bumps.
Most definitely. He definitely called his good pal Rob Van Dam. Was like, they're gonna make me bump through a table. Yeah.
Can you believe this? Rob, what the fuck? You better give me that good shit. What the fuck? What the fuck was I about to say? Or I lost my train of thought when you brought up Rob Van Dam. This is how to be like the first, the pop, when he fucking said, "You are not my tribal chief," was enormous. And this has to be the first time where Paul is a babyface, and it's not just him representing ECW and the fans being behind ECW. You know?
By God, look at this image. Benoit and Regal up next. Regal in the suit for some reason.
Because he's lordly.
I guess.
Oh, so are we going right into the next match? Are we getting a promo?
It looks like we're going into the match. That's surprising, actually. I'll take it.
You know, I'm going to call out some fucked up storytelling here. For a little while there, we had Disco on TV every week. We were telling a story with him. And when was the last time we saw Disco? Not that I want to see Disco, I just...
Yeah, that's a good point, though. Like, they definitely...
It's a dropped little thing that they were doing.
Right. Yeah, when's the last time we seen Colonel Robert Parker on TV?
Well, I think was when he proposed to Sherry. I think he proposed to Sherry, right?
That vaguely seems familiar.
And then, are we supposed to believe that they're planning the wedding?
Because we were,
Or-
I guess.
or
They're
did the
probably
wedding-
on Saturday night, though.
That was my next question. Did the wedding happen on Saturday night?
It does not happen on Saturday night, because I remember on a random off day, I was just discussing this with you, and I looked it up. It happens on, like, a Clash of the Champions. And it's
Oh, okay, yeah. I knew we talked about it, but I couldn't remember what show you told me that it belonged to. Did you notice there was blood on... I don't even want to fucking say this. Blood on Chris Benoit's knuckles when he was making the Four Horsemen signal on the way out?
Well, didn't they just beat the crap out of Mach?
No, because Macho escaped the ring before they got in there.
I don't know. Maybe it's a taping? I don't freaking know, man. It is the 1st of January, so, like... But they had a pay-per-view, like, 5 days ago, so unless it was taped before the 1st of the year, I don't know. Let's just pretend it didn't happen, I guess.
I
Watch
guess.
this match. I don't know. So I couldn't find anything from WCW Saturday Night just before this episode, but apparently there was something WCW Pro.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
I have no idea
I've
either.
heard of it, but that's about it.
Apparently the American males fought the State Patrol.
What day is that show on?
This is December 30th,
Okay,
95.
so this would have been Sunday?
I guess?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Let me look. December. This would have been Saturday.
Yeah, I guess there's 31 days in December, aren't there?
And I guess, yeah. So yeah, this is Saturday. And then Hugh Morris pins Perry Morgan in 53 seconds. Steve and Scott Armstrong defeat Southern Posse. Don't know. TV Championship match, Johnny B. Bad, who still has Kimberly, by the way, beats Dean Malenko via DQ. Let me try that again. Johnny B. Bad with Kimberly defeats Dean Malenko by DQ. And then Rick and Arn defeat Barrio Brothers. So there's that.
I don't even think I recognized was it Barrio Brothers?
Barrio Brothers, yes.
Are they supposed to be like the Mario Brothers?
I doubt it. 'Cause
Mario and Luigi
We're
Mario?
probably getting copy striked right now.
Oh man, the Nintendo Ninjas are coming.
So
You've heard about all that, right? Like people who work for Nintendo legitimately like investigating and stalking people who Nintendo is after.
I believe it.
Yeah, that's supposedly a real thing.
Gotta
And then-
protect those IPs, man.
And then it was like, I think it was like, oops, I almost dropped my microphone. I'm sure that audio was great. I think it was like Wizards of the Coast, or might have even been like their parent company, who sent the fucking, oh god, I can't even remember what they're called, but the militant mercenary group after some guy who accidentally acquired one of their magic card sets a little early. And that he didn't even like try to. He bought a different one, and they sent him the wrong one, and it was an early one. I think he opened it on stream, or he might not have even opened it on stream. I can't remember, but they sent what are they called? They're in the fucking Red Dead 2 video game, but they're a real thing. The pink there's a pink. The Pinkertons, yes. They sent the fucking Pinkertons after this dude because he had a magic set early. That's like a real fucking thing. Did you hear about this?
I don't know anything about that, but I know that that's a real thing.
Literally, Google that right now. Like Pinkerton's Magic the Gathering or something like that.
Alright,
And like, just I'm sure you'll find like an article to read. It's like, and while you're doing that, fucking Regal's about to tombstone Chris Benoit. Just kidding.
Jesus. Regal's
Holy
about
shit!
to rewrite history here.
Stone.
Never mind. Chris Benoit's doing his bullshit. Regal's gone.
Regal's fucking gone. I think at this point, Regal probably already broke his neck wrestling Ricky Steamboat. I think that's who he said he broke his neck wrestling. Well, there goes Benoit, too. The wily Regal moves out of the way, and now he's going to drag Chris Benoit back into the ring. Holy shit! Regal pins Benoit, even though Regal was halfway hanging out of the ring. Probably shouldn't have been a legal pinfall. Big win for Regal there. I always I really wanted Regal to get a world title shot there at the end of his run.
He was good enough.
Yeah, I just think he was a little beat up there.
I don't think he cares, though. I think he's perfectly happy with the way things have went for him.
Yeah, probably. I'm getting a lot of background noise on your end, dude.
That's not surprising because I'm also being a dad, so
Yeah.
not much I can do about it.
Did you ever find that article?
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at it right now, but I also wanted to see that finish, so.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and track this promo here.
Alright.
Not good enough, Brian Pillman. What the hell are you guys thinking? Just 5 days after the symbol of excellence sees the reins of power and world title for 0-2. Chris, you were handpicked for one of the chosen ones. You're gonna win and dominate, not anguish and mediocrity. Ascension here in the ranks. Chris Benoit, you picked a tongue lashing from your fellow 4 horsemen. Brian, only way. Wrestler. By sheer luck, that is the only thing Regal had going for himself tonight. My record as a horseman more than proves myself. I've been pulling my weight, Brian. As you're holding your own, French limo pulls up, Dom Perignon's falling, surrounded by naked women. But that's only
Naked ladies.
our job description in AA.
Hell yeah, brother.
By a move right out of the Horseman playbook. What is this here, Arn? What about the hit list?
Arn looks like he's about to take the Glock to Brian Pillman right now.
Boys. Arn Anderson, we're running short on time. I really want to get your comments. Number one, Pillman, I'm not used to looking back at people's heads. But it goes like this. Understand, you've been running around starting fires and starting wars that we don't need to fight. Our job is to protect that world title. Unless there's a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow, starting the fires. Paul Orndorff, sorry, should have never went. Now you want to jump off Sullivan and the Dungeon of Doom? What is there to achieve? There's nothing to. We perish, we prosper together as a unit. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cut you short here, Brian Pillman. We're out of time. Still to come on Nitro.
Oh shit, here comes the Dungeon of Doom. Don't ask me why.
I just heard Gene say we're out of time, and I had to try so hard not to push the button.
This is a hell of a shot here.
What's the dude's name in this gimmick? The Zodiac.
I think he's the Zodiac.
I don't know, Sting and Luger.
It's Colonel Parker right there.
Oh, yeah. I might be 2 seconds behind.
All right, well, that's a good reason to give a time code just for anybody who might have gotten screwed around. I'm currently sitting at, let's see here, I'll give it a second, 24, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Just under 25 minutes, kind of where we're at.
There we go. But no, I found that article, and it pretty much went down exactly like you said. The guy either was streaming or he was making a video, uploaded a video, and they came and took the stuff and was like, "We'll give you what you were trying to get, but we need to take these away because they're not meant to be out yet."
Yeah, I mean, sending the Pinkertons is fucking crazy, though.
I mean,
and like,
what is Mr. Nintendo supposed to just fly all the way over and show up himself?
Well, it's not Nintendo, it's Hasbro or whatever.
They're just you act like they sent the damn Navy or something.
Dude, the Pinkertons are fucking like military, borderline military fucking. What's the word? Mercenaries. Goddamn.
I mean, I guess in a way, but they're just detectives, like basically.
They do shady shit, bro.
Yeah, shady detectives. That's a better way to put it.
It's crazy because I don't think anybody thought they existed currently.
Yeah, because people, they're not.
The only reason I even heard of the Pinkertons was because of the fucking Red Dead Redemption 2 game.
Red Dead, yeah. So people are like, "Oh, that's a bygone." No, they still exist.
They still exist, but barely. And yeah, what's this tag team that Robert Parker came out with?
Super Assassins.
Oh, it's did they kill the Super Destroyers?
No. I knew you were gonna make a Super Destroyers reference as soon as I was reading the card, though. I was like, this is so crappy ECW. So, for those who give a crap, which probably isn't many, Super Assassins is the Barbarian and the Warlord. It's the freaking Powers of Pain under masks.
Why would you put them under masks? Is there supposed to be a big reveal maybe at some point?
I guess. I don't know. Maybe they... I don't know, man. We're watching the show. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, my next question is, do they continue to wrestle as the Super Assassins masked? Oh, hey, fucking Craig Pittman's here. I'll go ahead and track it, I guess.
What do we got going here, my friend? Excuse me for interrupting. I'd like to talk to this man here, Mr. McMichaels. I have a plight, and I know you'd understand it. I have been making the transition from amateur to pro. I was a 5-time world champion as an amateur. Now I'm in the pros. And I need guidance, and I know you've had similar experiences in the gridiron. And I must say, you were one of the best. And I'd like to ask you to guide me along, in this plight, and be my manager. Oh, baby, I got my hands full just doing this job here. But let me give you a little advice, baby. You're in the Corps. You're a sergeant, for God's sakes. You know, you're a leader of men. Just go with that. I've seen you wrestle out here. You've got it going on. Just systematically, just like they taught you in the Corps, systematically take these guys out one at a time. You'll work your way to the top, baby. You don't need anybody else. What? Hey, one more time. Roger that. The Pitbull coming out here, I apologize for the interruption. The Pitbull once again coming out looking for management, but we have got action in the ring.
How do you feel about this Pitbull Craig Pittman thing where he's like searching for a manager, but he keeps getting turned down? I think
it's a story.
I think it makes him look like a fucking J-Bro, and I honestly roll my eyes every time I see him on the screen.
J-Bro. He's no Hulk Hogan or Lex Luger or Sting.
I feel like he has like,
that's pretty.
I don't know, negative charisma.
Yikes. That's pretty much how WCW works. You're either one of the big stars or you're not, so... You're either one of the big stars or you're not, or you're Colonel Parker sucking face with Sherry.
I'm telling you right now, WCW could use more Colonel Parker sucking face with Sherry.
In this time, yes,
They're
could.
talking about Sister Sherry something this Saturday night.
Well, there you go. I think the next Saturday night is one of the ones I had a card for, so
That's cool.
we'll
We'll read that next week, yeah.
Oh, Heenan's saying, imagine how beautiful the children will be. Apparently the Super Assassins didn't last long.
How long is not long?
Not long enough that it doesn't say.
Okay.
It just says they were known as the Super Assassins, managed by Colonel Parker. No mention was made on TV of their former identities, and the team did not last long. Later on, he reunited with Haku. That's what it says.
He being...
the Barbarian. And then when I looked on the Warlords gimmick, it didn't even mention this run. So, there you go.
Okay, so maybe a couple matches?
Probably. They probably try it and go, yeah, that's the shits, and move on.
Oh, they're doing shit. They did like a fucking crazy suplex clothesline deal there.
I mean, Jerry Lynn is also in a mask in this company, so I mean...
Ooh, Doomsday Suplex is actually not a bad idea.
But yeah, they're definitely just generic masked goons, so who knows what the plan was.
Well, Sting's getting fucking J-broned by this dude. It'd be nice to know if he was Warlord or Barbarian.
Yeah, I don't think it matters, though.
Sting's gonna move out of the way, he's gonna fire up.
Just know that Colonel has two beefy dudes, and they're on his payroll.
Two beefy dudes, and they're giving it to Sherry behind his back. Why did I say that out loud? Just like Adulterer Sting is the best Sting, Adulterer Sherry is the best Sherry.
Why?
Big fiery comeback from Lex. He kind of got turned around. Clothesline in the corner. And now he's giving the boots to him, the softest boots ever.
Oh, thumb to
really
the eye.
Aggressive thumb to the eye.
What do you think of the WCW referee get-up where they have the dress shirt with the bow tie?
I like it. It's super old school, but I like it. He's got the fucking rack on Bar Warlord here.
And we're going Scorpion Deathlock.
On Warbarian.
It's over, man. That's it. There's no way they can survive.
That's a hell of a shot.
So we got one more match left, and that's the world title match.
There's a world... Oh, it's Hogan and Savage?
Hogan and Flair.
Hogan and Flair. Okay, why did I say Savage?
Savage was the champion, but now he's not.
Did they announce Hogan and Flair? Or is that going to be formed in the next 20 minutes? Because we still got 20 minutes left on the podcast, on the video here.
Pretty sure they showed a graphic earlier. I don't know.
I don't think they did. Well, let's see what Gene says.
Maybe it does get formed.
Got some great venues we're at in the weeks to come.
It's like Jimmy Hart season
Supposed to be
now.
unsuspended, right?
Along with the the son of
here's Jimmy Hart with the Giant.
Jimmy Hart. Last time I saw an outfit like that, Ty Lombardo was a sideman with Mike Jones band. You know, Mean Gene, that short of you the hole. Stop here. Let me tell you something,
Says
baby.
Jimmy Hart, who's looking him eye to eye.
Flying around the world with the immortal Hulk Hogan. At least I realize
Yeah, I was gonna say that's something to say when you're at the same level and the Giant's just towering behind you, but
shame on you, Hulk. You should have kept an eye on your card.
he's just doing his heel shtick.
Anytime, any place, anywhere. And that's what Jimmy Hart's doing here in the WCW. I'm switching gears.
Jimmy Hart gets all the pussy, daddy.
One night you might see me.
And you don't.
Or like tonight, I'm with a 7'4" John, because I'm always going to be around.
Hey, you laugh, but I bet like that dude probably got a couple of rats.
Couple of rats. Time after time, you made me emotional.
You think you got more or less than the Giant?
And then when I had Randy Savage beat.
I mean, I could. Are we really gonna get into this conversation?
I meant to ask Mean Gene, but Giant's even better.
Intimidated
We're in this bit now. You did this.
Well, I could see some girls being intimidated by the Giant, honestly.
I don't know what he's saying, but I get the impression that this man.
I could see that, but I could see the opposite too.
A victory.
He definitely got a few rats, I'm sure.
Ric Flair.
Can we not call them that?
I'm gonna climb that tree, and Mean Gene's going, God damn it, get us out of this segment. Flair Hogan.
Oh man, are we gonna hear Real American? Or not Real American, American Made?
Yeah, I was gonna say Real American's a different company. Nitro year 96. Here's Savage with some Slim Jims. Snap out of it!
Nice Slim Jim ad there.
Dude, I'm like 2 years old and I still only care for Slim Jims because of these ads.
Yeah, it's true. Clash of the Champions, Tuesday, January 23rd. Are we gonna watch that?
Probably at some point.
Here comes Flair.
Get the fuck out of the bathroom, you motherfucker! Woo!
Well, here he comes, the champion coming out first, which is not tradition, but nobody
Hogan
comes
must
out.
pose.
Yeah, Hogan. Yeah, he's got the robe
Also, where's the
on.
belt?
He's gonna take the robe off, and it's gonna reveal the title.
Right around his old man.
Man, Flair's about to bleed on TV.
Yeah, he's got the freaking Band-Aid on. This is Ric Flair. He's gonna bleed everywhere. He's gonna drop the belt to Hogan.
I was about to say, is he gonna lose to Hogan here? I know you probably already know. I don't know though. Do you know the finish?
I know the results because that's what I have to read the
Okay.
card, but
Okay. Well,
that doesn't
don't
mean
spoil it for me.
that is the result or not. I'm just shit posting. By God, he's in the red and yellow, and he's getting his little Fu Manchu back.
He's in the trunks.
He's in the short trunks again. Wasn't he in like the black pants earlier before?
For a minute, and then he took them off, and he was wearing long tights again. I think he took them off, and he was wearing long, red and yellow long tights underneath. And then when he wrestled later that night, he was in trunks. Oh man, Hogan threw his shirt at him. I'm surprised Flair's not already bleeding.
Central for Hulk Hogan. He doesn't know what he wants to do.
Alright, we are back live, and we are about to lock up with the two greatest of all time, right? Sort of, kind of, depending on your age, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Two greats of an era, I guess, yeah. WCW AF.
Do you have the what was on Raw tonight?
No, but I can try to pull it up. I'm sure it was awful.
I'm sure it was awful also. It's probably like Doink versus Lawler in the main event.
Probably Doink versus
Doink is definitely on the card. I would
Nega Doink.
I would bet the house that Doink is on the card.
Oh yeah, he's definitely somewhere.
You say Nega Doink?
Yeah, like two Doinks just sucking each other off for 30 minutes or whatever. Why does it show Monday Night Raw on January 2nd of 96?
I don't know. Did they not air Raw on the first?
I'm really wondering here.
Did they get preempted 2 weeks in a row?
Well, they didn't have a Raw last time, remember? Because I couldn't find a... Yeah, January 2nd, Monday Night Raw, which is... odd. It was taped on December 18th of 95, so yeah, I guess so. Interesting. Apparently this episode of Raw is dubbed Raw Bowl.
You know, I've heard of that.
Of a football. I'm gonna copy this image if I can and send it to you.
Okay, that's great. I have a controversial opinion.
Crazy.
And it might not be controversial to you, but I'm sure it might be controversial to somebody. The absolute last thing I want on my wrestling program is football.
Is actual sports?
Yeah.
That's topical because I believe that happened on SmackDown also, like some basketball players.
Oh yeah, that's fine. It's okay. Did you send me something?
I would probably not be paying attention if I watched that though. I get what you mean. Be like, I don't know who these guys are, whatever. Yeah. For the people who know though, I'm sure it was great.
If I turned on Raw and the wrestlers were like playing football, I would be like, we're out of time! We gotta go! I would get the fuck out of there. Clothesline by Hogan on the outside. Flair's getting his ass beat here.
Boy, do I have something to... I mean, on that subject, I'm gonna send you an image from like 2019 Raw. You already know.
I'm looking.
Anyway, you wanted me to read the Raw from January 2nd Raw.
Okay. Well, hold on. Can I hang on? Can I talk about the image you sent me first?
Sure.
So, it's the Street Profits playing basketball with the War Machine, or the Viking Raiders.
Viking Experience.
Fuck yeah, one of their names. They're still the War Machine to me, damn it. Anyway, go ahead and read off Raw Bowl, because I don't give a fuck.
You can't call a team something war on Monday Night Raw as war. That's illegal. Anyway, in January 2nd of 96, the World Tag Team Champions, the Smoking Guns, defeated Razor Ramon and Savio Vega, Owen Hart and Yokozuna, who had Jim Cornette and Mr. Fuji with them, and Psycho Sid and the 1-2-3 Kid, who apparently had Ted DiBiase with them, in a Raw Bowl Tag Team Battle Royal. And then your...
Hold on. That almost sounded good until the words Battle Royal came out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of good wrestlers you just spat it off.
Yeah.
But then you said Battle Royal, and I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, well, Nature Boy Ric Flair's got the fucking figure 4 on, the Hulk the Hogan.
And then your main event of Monday Night Raw on Tuesday, apparently, Diesel defeated King Mabel, and that's it. 2 matches. That's all you get.
And you know Diesel was pissed because he fucking hated working with Mabel.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's a typo or not, but the time next to the Diesel and Mabel match shows like 8 seconds. That can't be right. Can it?
Maybe. Yeah, it's probably right.
They had 2 matches, and one of them was like less than 10 seconds. That
Well,
can't.
because
There's
fucking
no way.
because Mabel landed on his back and he was fucked up. So he probably clotheslined Mabel and pinned him and fucking went home.
Oof. Oof. I might have to go seek that episode out after this or something, because that's interesting. 2 matches and possibly one's not even really a match. That sounds like a nightmare of a show. And it's pre-taped from like the middle of the month before.
Yeah, I've only heard it
And
was
they're
terrible.
preempted to the wrong night. Is anybody watching Raw in January of '96?
Absolutely not.
If
More
you exist
people-
and you're listening to this, let us know.
More people were watching Nitro, or more people were watching Raw than Nitro at this time. But Nitro probably had a better rating this week just because they were on the correct night.
Yeah.
And not a shitty football
And
episode.
Hogan and Flair in the main
Yeah.
going to war right now. Hulk is doing the Hulk up.
In fact, that's probably why they were doing Hogan and Flair in the main.
And then tomorrow you get to see a bunch of wrestlers pretend to play football in a battle royal or something. I don't know.
Yeah, if I watched Hogan and Flair the night before, and we don't know that either one of them is a piece of shit, then yeah, no, definitely I'm not fucking.
Oh, he dropped the leg! He dropped the leg! New
He dropped the
champion!
leg, but here's Jimmy Hart. Oh fuck! Here's Arn Anderson. He's got the Glock.
He pulls out the cock.
Hogan eats the
Kills Hulk
Glock.
Hogan's brains all over the
No,
patio.
no!
He hulks up. You can't kill the Hulkster. You son of a bitch. Oh, he went for the Glock again, but he missed.
He's reaching in the Arn pants.
He's got the cock. DQ. WCW AF. Oh, and he Glocks Rick. He Glocks Arn. He Glocks
Hogan's gonna
Pillman.
single-handedly beat the entire
Rick's
fucking Four
begging
Horsemen.
off. He's laid out. The whole Horsemen are all begging Hogan off. Here comes the Giant with a wooden stool, and Savage stops him. And he's glocking the Giant. Savage has the stool.
For the record, if anybody is confused, when I refer to the Glock, I'm referring to Arn Anderson's knuckle duster, brass knuckles.
And I don't even know what Big Show has now, but he's
Like a table.
Yeah. It's like a broken ass table with a cloth on it.
Yeah. And Zodiac keeps looking right into the camera as he's trying to keep Giant backed off. Speaking of negative charisma.
Yeah. And the devil himself is like, let's get the hell out of here.
Was that the end of the show? There's 5 minutes left.
I was slow to get that, but I got it.
We gotta fucking get Mean Gene now.
Mean Gene and the Mega Powers have to be doing an in-ring. You're damn right.
I guess let's hear what Hulkamania Hulk Hogan has to say.
If we must.
You don't have to. I can fucking mute his ass.
With Ric Flair, with your belt and my belt, and Arn Anderson as the enforcer backing it up, I say, if they've got any guts, Flair and the enforcer Double A, how about let's get it on next Monday Nitro, brothers?
Whoa, he wants to do what with them next Monday?
The tag team, the two of you, what about it, Macho? We got some unfinished business. Me with Arn Anderson and you with the Nature Boy. Boss, whatever works. Nitro next Monday. If you got gum one in your body, you'll accept the challenge. Because we're about to trip the light fantastic. And we got secret weapons you never even thought about. Ooh, yeah. Oh, man. Don't
So
tell the
Flair and
brothers
Anderson
about our
versus
secret weapons.
Savage Hogan
A
next
monkey
week.
Steve, brother.
That sounds pretty fucking excellent, actually.
Not terrible.
Yeah. I mean, that's honestly a huge tag match.
We're starting to go. It seems like 96.
Who are the tag team champions? Is it still Harlem Heat right now? We haven't seen the tag titles in a minute.
We haven't seen the tag titles in a minute. I'd have to check the wiki or something. Might help if I click on list of former champions. Alright, let me scroll all the way. I went to 97. I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm almost there. Let's see. September 95 to January 20. Yes, Harlem Heat still have the belts.
Well, there you go. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't want anybody else to have them.
Happy New Year from Scheme Gene. Members of the executive committee are here. Heenan does not want Hogan to be in another main event next week. He's over it. He's been over it for, like, what, a decade now?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. And you can see in the back how everybody's basically gone, and they shut the lights off. Oh, they're back. Oh, they're gone.
They're like, oh shit, they don't show all those empty seats. Yeah, honestly, I've been thinking that and talking about that for as long as we've been doing this now. Like, why would people stick around for these crappy one cameras?
Yeah, everybody's pretty much ready to go home at that point. I don't give a fuck what you have to say in the ring.
I don't even think I would have cared to stay for the Hogan promo. I mean, I don't know. I guess if we didn't know...
If you were like a hardcore Hulkamaniac.
Yeah, I guess if we didn't know that Hulk Hogan was kind of a piece of crap a little bit.
Yeah.
I might have stayed for that, I guess, but...
Alright.
I've definitely stayed at wrestling shows for less shit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you gotta fucking be somewhere or something, But that, my friend, was WCW Monday Nitro from January 1st, 1996.
And it wasn't terrible.
It wasn't. It really wasn't. It wasn't bad. Stay tuned for Thursday whenever we have to watch a ECW Hardcore TV that is just a best of, because we already know that ahead of time. But I think after this week, I think we are starting to get new content with new wrestlers, including the the Public Enemy, and I think Sherry's going to be there, and Shane Douglas. I think we're going to start getting to the ECW of ECW.
I think we get like some Stan Hansen soon.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah.
This week, I can't remember what episode we're on.
So keep your eye out for that video. Hopefully it drops Thursday. Life's kind of happening for me right now.
Listen to the pod, even though the ECW hasn't been great, because like it might be.
ECW has not been great, but
it is.
I think it's gonna pick up. I do think that's the only reason we're sticking with it, is because it will pick up eventually. We just gotta get.
Eventually, New Jack's gonna attempt murder on TV and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if that happens on TV or not. I know Mass Transit was like a house show, I think.
No, I was just talking about New Jack in general.
That's true, New Jack in general.
Every New Jack match is basically him just shooting on people.
I used to say when he was still with us that if I ever found out that he was in the same state as me, I would be taking a road trip.
I would probably be terrified to find that out too.
I don't even want to be in the same fucking
I don't know if I would want to be
zip code
in the same area. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap this one up. Do you have any thoughts before I hit the outro?
No, I'm digging the Horsemen versus the Mega Powers.
Yeah, that was good shit. That was good. I mean, it was a little much for Hogan to be like 1v4ing, but fuck it. You know, he's Hulk Hogan. He's only a little bit past his peak, but then he would reach another peak and we didn't even know.
That's true, because I watched a random SmackDown and he was the undisputed champion in 02, so...
God, I wasn't even talking about that shite.
He
Alright!
was, bro.
Fucking cut your shit. Now I'm Jade. If you have any questions, send them to the podcast at 2marksquestions@protonmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Spotify, all at 2markspod. Give us a listen. We need those Spotify numbers to go up, up, up. I need to probably be plugging this in the beginning of the podcast. Subscribe, follow, comment, all that crap. That was Monday Nitro episode 18 for us. It was season 2, episode 1 for Peacock. And we are desperately out of time, and I'm going to tell him, Shivani.
We're out of time! We gotta go!
Now go home and smoke some more crack.
God damn it, why'd you have to kill it?